What's going on, guys? Chump Change XD morning show. I don't know what we should call it. Daily grind. Is that what I should say in the morning? Welcome to the daily grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. We're live. If you guys have any questions after the fact, please feel free to leave it in the comments. But hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Thank you for showing up, everybody. Let me just grab this chat quick so I can see what you guys are saying. Techman Ty, what's up, dude? Dumpster Fire, how you doing? Ovalbore Tech, Heinz Crypto, D-Miners, Magic Lucky, Leo Lusting. What's up, guys? Good to see you. All right. Sipping coffee, checking out the market. How's it look today? Not too bad. We're still almost 23,000 Bitcoin. That's not bad, right? We got almost 1,600 ETH. Looking pretty good. Overall, looking pretty good. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we're looking at 61. Not too bad. Could be worse. You know, I mean, it's getting to the point of time to be nervous, right? When it gets super greedy, that's when people start to FOMO in, and then the big money pulls back. So we're kind of teetering on the who knows what the hell's going on, but I think there's a lot of news coming out tomorrow with like the feds and stuff with the tax rate hike and all that stuff. So I guess we're gonna see what happens. All Set Miner, what's up, dude? Patrick Guillen, good to see you. The 7 a.m. time slot is entirely inappropriate. It is very, very early. I apologize. Well, for me, it's 8 a.m. I was gonna go at 7:30, but then I was like, maybe I should do a little more research, just kind of look over some videos and stuff. And I found a couple things about Dogecoin this morning, which was kind of neat. Just want to check out CoinGecko real quick, go through this stuff. Let's see. So Doge is at, right now, it is at 9 cents. 9.2. Up 7.7%, which is pretty interesting. So Elon Musk was, I guess, pushing some Dogecoin news again. Let's see. This was on Yahoo Sports, I guess. Is that what it is? I don't know. I think that's what it's called, right? Just Yahoo Sports. I thought it was Yahoo Finance, but whatever. Dogecoin fans still hopeful after Elon Musk's Twitter update, or payments update rather. So Twitter continues to persist in its push into the payment space, CEO Elon Musk wants Twitter payments to be primarily in fiat currencies, but engineers will build the payment product in such a way that crypto payments could be added in the future, which is pretty cool. Then it just goes on to say about, Elon Musk pumping Dogecoin at one point. Let me, you know what? I want to watch this. Where is it? It's right here. This guy doesn't have many subs on YouTube yet. His 42 subscribers. If you guys are interested, I will put this in the live chat right now. So shout out to this guy for making this video. I want to listen to this morning and just see what he has to say, because he kind of broke this down a little bit. So it was kind of interesting. 4-minute video. Let's just get into it. I'll answer your questions in the live chat if you guys have any, and we'll go from there. So let me big screen this and we'll play it.
Hey everyone, welcome. So today we've got some very bullish news for Dogecoin. So actually today Dogecoin surged 7% in a matter of minutes when they announced that Twitter plans to add support for crypto payments. Elon Musk wants Twitter payments to be primarily in fiat currencies, but engineers will build the payments product in such a way that crypto payments could be added in the future. Now, it does seem like that Elon Musk has not specifically named any cryptocurrencies that he would add to his arsenal. However, we've all seen what Elon Musk has done with Dogecoin, with the integration of Dogecoin within his company Tesla, within the potential integration of Dogecoin within SpaceX even. It's not so unrealistic to expect Dogecoin to be implemented in Twitter as part of this update. Now, ever since November 2022, Twitter has been developing a coins feature that allows users to pay with fiat to receive virtual coins that can be redeemed to give users awards for content, similar to Reddit. And on Twitter, users will be able to pay for coins using the payment platform Stripe. That's where this new system comes in, which will accept crypto payments essentially. But that's not all.
So now, all right. So I'm kind of new to Twitter overall, right? I mean, I know it's been around forever, but I don't use social media platforms besides since I've gotten into YouTube, right? Like I had a Facebook when I was in high school, deleted it just because it's too doxing for everybody, and I just feel like it's an addiction that I don't want to have on top of already having this crypto addiction. So I just don't need any more social media stuff. So my question is for you guys, what do you pay for? What is this like? What do you get inside Twitter? Why would they need to accept fiat? Like I know he was talking about paying for what, the check mark to be verified, like $8 a month or something. I remember hearing that, but I don't know how true it is. But what are the payments like? Is it going to be like a PayPal type deal? Like you could send money through Twitter? Like what is that? Does anybody know?
All right. There's obviously going to be a lot of other use cases for crypto within Twitter, not only just using it to pay for the coins feature. If it was, it wouldn't be very bullish. But we all know Elon Musk, he's a pretty smart guy. He will definitely think of something very interesting for Dogecoin and for Twitter. I am sure of it, okay? And we're also a little bit late to the party with this video, because as you've probably seen, Dogecoin pumped 7%, as I already mentioned in the beginning of the video. However, it has actually gone lower than it was priced in before the pump.
So right here, he's on the daily time frame. So this was like maybe within an hour of him recording, if I had to guess. Let me just scroll back. I want to see where his mouse was. Yeah, so it was like 2 hours, right? Because it's 7, so it's about 7:30 to 9 or something when he was right here. So makes sense.
Priced in before the pump. So
thank you, Tech
this
Fabby.
news didn't
Appreciate
really change
that.
anything. It made a quick pump for Dogecoin. Some people managed to take some profits. Some people bought Dogecoin here and lost money. Most people
that's interesting, being tipped on Twitter.
Huge news.
Okay.
Pretty insignificant movement, to say the least. However, if we look at the 1 month chart, it's kind of propping up for a bullish upturn, right? It looks like a bullish uptrend if we look at the 1 month chart. And that's probably due to the bullish Dogecoin.
I'm going to put a poll in chat.
Stuff that Dogecoin is doing, like the potential Twitter integration, potential SpaceX integration, potential McDonald's promotion upcoming. This would be actually insane if we had the McDonald's promotion for Dogecoin, which I talked about in one of my previous videos, where Elon Musk would essentially go on TV. And if we had the Twitter integration of cryptocurrencies right at the same time, and if it was both in the peak of the bull market, it would shoot Dogecoin to the goddamn moon, okay? I'm pretty sure that someone like Elon Musk knows this, and he will take advantage of this. He's not stupid. I very much doubt.
He's not stupid, but could he get in trouble? Because I've said it before. I guess there's obviously rules with pumping markets for financial gain, like personal financial gain, right? So because he owns Twitter now, I think he can't specifically state Dogecoin, right? When he comes to giving little, like, you know, pokes towards cryptocurrency, I don't think he can really force or promote Dogecoin the way he did before. I mean, unless I'm wrong, you guys can let me know what you think, but that's what I take out of this.
That he would be releasing all of this, making all of this available to everyone in the bear market. No, he definitely should be doing this and releasing this when the bull market is essentially peaking. And I believe, and I'm speculating, I'm betting that that's what's going to happen. So we get these big announcements now of stuff that's going to occur in the future for Dogecoin, but it's not actually going to go down until we get that big bull run. Everyone's going to kind of forget about all of this stuff. Dogecoin is slowly going to trend up. Bitcoin at one point will hit a new all-time high. And Elon Musk will come in and announce, yeah, guys, we're implementing Dogecoin in Twitter payments. Great news. Dogecoin is going to pump. A few weeks later, Elon Musk goes on live television, eats McDonald's as the promotion for Dogecoin, because McDonald's would accept Dogecoin.
Could you imagine that if McDonald's accepted Dogecoin? That would be amazing. Happy Meals every day for my kids. It'd be amazing. Like, literally, you could, like, if it was ever implemented into McDonald's, I would literally just make videos buying homeless people food, because I have an L7, makes a shit ton of Dogecoin. Why not? Like, spread the love, right? That's absolutely what I would do around the city, because it's crazy. I think that would spread a bunch of awareness and just everything else, you know? Love to the community.
Dogecoin as payment. There's a lot of things to look out for. It's pretty good that the price isn't like mooning right now. You have to be patient, okay? We're still crawling out of the bear market right now. And prices for altcoins like Dogecoin won't be just like going nuts. They won't be going 10x over a few days right now. However, if we hold out and have some patience and wait for these new highs for Bitcoin, then these altcoins will definitely explode, including Dogecoin, right? We're expecting Dogecoin to hit $1. If you want to...
This guy's awesome. Well, appreciate this guy, Mr. Insider Crypto. Again, he's a new YouTuber, so if you guys aren't subbed to him, go sub. I just subbed to him this morning. So, good dude for getting that video together. I appreciate it. Let's jump over to Cointelegraph. So Bitcoin sees the most long liquidations of 2023 as BTC price tags 22,500. So it says BTC price downside volatility sees 46 million of long Bitcoin positions evaporate in a single day before the monthly close. Holy shit. That's insane. That's a lot of money, man. 46 million. Jesus. All right, let's see. Data from Cointelegraph Pros and TradingView tracked less confident BTC to USD as it briefly wicked just above 22,500 on Bitstamp overnight. A rebound saw a pair flip 23,000 to short-term resistance and was still trading below that level at the time of writing. Let's see. The stakes remained high for the traders, long and short, with monthly close just hours away. This was followed by interest rate decisions from the United States Federal Reserve on February 1st. Why they're talking like it's February 1st? I'm wrong. I'm wrong here. I'm like questioning what day it is. It's the 31st right now. So we still have we still have to hear some stuff for tomorrow, actually. So I want to where is that actually? I had a video that was pretty interesting. I don't know where the hell I put it. But there's some news coming out tomorrow. There's supposed to be, oh, it was Altcoin Daily. That's what it was. Damn it, I don't have it up. Let me see. Let me pull that up because I was watching it. Alt, let me just type it in. Screw it. Altcoin Daily. Probably do have it open already. So this right here. Shout out to Altcoin Daily for getting this video together. Let me just mute this because we have a commercial. Again, if you guys have any questions, either now in the live chat or after the fact, leave a comment and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can.
No more than 25 basis points. 50 would be, I think, a disaster. We need to get 25, but we also need...
If you hold Bitcoin or crypto, pay attention. The next Federal Reserve meeting is happening this week, with the results coming in on Wednesday, February 1st, where the Federal Reserve is likely to hike interest rates again. Let's talk about what this means to you and me as crypto investors. Because the Federal Reserve is widely expected to announce its 8th consecutive rate hike this week at the policy meeting, with this time Fed officials likely to approve a 0.25 percentage point increase as inflation has started to ease. And the data that Jerome Powell is always referencing.
What do you guys think? Do you think the Fed rate hike is going to be over 25%? Is that what he was saying? 25%? Can't go over that. This guy right here. I'm just going to play that one more time.
We have to get no more than 25 basis points.
Oh, basis points. Sorry, 25 basis points. I'm not a stock guy. I don't follow this stuff often, but hopefully this doesn't turn into a disaster. I'm going to skip across a little bit to here. Again, shout out to Altcoin Daily for getting this video together. They're awesome. If you guys haven't subbed to them, go check them out.
No more than 25 basis points. 50 would be, I think, a disaster. We need to get 25, but we also need to get the messaging that not only does the Fed see that their policy is working, but that they are very near the end of their tightening. Not, oh, we have more work to do. I don't think the market will take those words very well. I think 25 basis points is all they should do. After all, by the way, we got the December money supply, Scott, which is, as you know, something that I look at closely. 2022, the lowest growth of the money supply since the Great Depression of the 1930s.
Oh,
now,
damn.
That's something to think about. We have the greatest inversion of the Treasury yield curve in over 40 years, the most reliable single indicator of a recession. That's something to think about. Why would the Fed want to continue and even increase the inversion of the yield curve? That's beyond me.
So a Federal Reserve rate increase will mean less money in the system, sort of a suppression on all markets, the stock market, the crypto market, like we've been seeing all year, all of last year, so nothing new. And this is the
Did you see that video in the background? This guy's sucking money into a briefcase.
Market, the crypto market,
Or
like
into
we've
something.
been seeing all year, all of last year, so nothing new. And this is the Fed essentially incentivizing less money in the system to combat inflation. Now, the good news is...
That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I don't want to rip off his entire video. If you guys want to watch the whole thing, go check it out. There was... Let me see. Elon Musk actually said something the other day, and it was in this video as well, and I went and tracked this actual clip down right here. It says, breaking, Twitter has officially started the regulatory process to add payment features in the United States. Then it says, Elon Musk recently explained there's a role for crypto in the future. It's a no-brainer for Twitter to have payments in both fiat and crypto. And this is it right here. So let's listen to this, because who doesn't want to listen to Elon Musk at 8 in the morning?
So, I do think there is a role for crypto in the future, without speaking to any particular crypto coin, as a means of ensuring that the monetary system does not get completely corrupted. It provides competition to the fiat system, so that if the fiat system becomes overly restrictive, then crypto will grow. Like, basically, the better that the fiat system works, the less prominent crypto will be, and the worse the fiat system becomes, the more crypto will grow.
Are you concerned about the moves towards central bank digital currencies?
I don't think they know what they're talking about. No, not really.
A lot of people have theorized that FTX and the fallout there was a ploy to push us toward that centralization and the digital dollar.
Falling flat in its face now.
Correct.
Well, I think they're conflating a few things. First of all almost all money is digital already. The fiat monetary system, for practical purposes, consists of a series of heterogeneous mainframes running antiquated COBOL. That's the actual money system, by the way. It's kind of embarrassing. It's not like some rickety mainframes running ancient COBOL and doing everything in batch mode. That's the actual the fiat monetary system. So,
Elon, I've got. Yeah. Can you hear me first? Is it working now or no?
It is digital. No shit. But not in a very good way.
The guy in the background, can you hear me now? No, it's not working. Oh shit! Everyone can hear him.
Whether banks create their own cryptocurrencies, I think is somewhat irrelevant. People will use the cryptocurrencies that they think will accrue value over time, and not use the ones that don't.
Interesting. So I guess we're gonna see. But yeah, so in the chat, happy injection said these questions are so hard to answer legally. And yeah, so Elon Musk, obviously he's a smart guy, right? He's not gonna put himself in the line of fire, at least in my opinion. As you know, he's gonna be cautious, let's put it that way. He'll be as cautious as possible when he goes to answer questions. At least it's my opinion. All right, let's scroll through. Let's see, what do we got? So we already read this. Dogecoin price prediction as Elon Musk reveals he is considering crypto payments for Twitter. Can Doge hit $1? Let's see. So again, it jumped 8% today, rising to 9 cents, and it's still there actually. When was this posted actually? Let's see, what time? 5:04. All right, so this was legit like 3 hours ago. Interesting. Okay. The market has long expected that Twitter will one day see Dogecoin payments, and if if this expectation is realized, there's no doubt that Doge will rally massively as a result. However, the latest reports make no explicit mention of Dogecoin itself. Again, I think that's because he can get in a lot of trouble. Personally, that's just me. It says, and with Twitter also reportedly working on its own digital currency, there is no guarantee that social network will embrace Doge. And that's true too. I mean, Doge is unfortunate, it's a meme coin, a shit coin. That's what people are gonna think of it as, but that's only really people that are highly educated or somewhat educated in the crypto space. People don't really understand it like directly off the street. If you're gonna go explain crypto to people, it's all fake money. You know what I mean? They're just random, simple people. They're gonna understand or think that all crypto is the same. They're not gonna get that Bitcoin and Doge and Ethereum have different purposes, right? It's just one of those things. It's going to be very hard to explain to the average person, but people that know anything about crypto, yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit against Dogecoin going too far. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat what you guys think about that. All right, let's see. Let's check. So this is Crypto Love. Shout out to him for this video. It says, huge prediction, Will Clementi and Willy Woo. Oh, wait, bye. Will Clementi and Willy Woo. Sorry, those are two people. I know Willy Woo. I didn't know Will Clementi. All right, let's see.
Now today,
let's
back
see.
Down to neutral from greed. Ugh, terrible. Still not in fear though. That's a good thing, right? The overall market down a little over 3%. Bitcoin at 22,879.
Hold on. You just said it was at neutral. Did I not refresh this? I didn't refresh this. Damn, we're at 51. He's right. I'm sorry. I said that wrong at the beginning. I had to refresh the page. I thought it like auto refreshed. That's awful. Well, my apologies. All right, let's watch this.
Ethereum at 1569, BNB at 310, XRP 39 cents, Cardano 37 cents, Dogecoin 9 cents, and Polygon $1.09. And Bitcoin right now just sitting on these levels of extreme volume profile. You can see here behind my head, having difficulty breaking through there. Will this become resistance, or will we eventually push through there where this could become support for us to blast to the next level of volume profile resistance at $30,000? I don't yet know, but we're going to be taking a look at that today. Before we get into it, guys, Astra DAO, associated with Token Metrics, has a giveaway. You can check this out. You can go check them out on Twitter, AstraDAO_org, where they're giving away 500 USD worth of Astra tokens, 250 USD each. So check that out for yourself, or just go follow us on Twitter and you can find that. Now,
yeah, I don't know what that is.
Smart Money betting bullish on.
I didn't watch this whole video, so I don't know what he's getting at here.
Hedger position is net long right now. Similar times when it was net long like this, we're very close to bottoms. So smart money thinking that things could go.
Real quick in the chat, UK Miners Club said he can't promote Doge because he holds so much, and that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, he can get himself in a lot of hot water. Again, it's for financial or personal financial gain if he pumps a certain coin, if he holds it. So yeah, that's that.
Go up. Not only that, small trader put call premium 10-period MA now at levels seen during the .com bubble and financial crisis. We can see levels where we are right now before we saw massive rallies afterwards. So these are going to be potentially really good areas for stocks, but also Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, things like that. Looks like.
So he's going to go over this chart here. So this is obviously marking the highs and the bottoms of the cycles, basically, right? Now, looking at where we are now, what do you guys think? Do you think this is, like, these are the legit points? Or do you guys think we have to come down further? I mean, I guess the middle point, actually, the line touches, right? All middle points. I'm just trying to see. So the initial pullback, yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense overall. But I guess we'll have to see. You never know, because, I mean, it could be two, you know, these 2 points could be 2, right, in this lineup, and then there could be, who knows, a third one further down. But I guess it really depends on what happens tomorrow.
The third time is the charm
reacts
for Bitcoin. When there is a downtrend, Bitcoin touches 1, 2, 3 times before blast off. In each of previous cycles, 3 touches down and then blast off. We've had our 3 touches. This could be the beginning of blast off because we have a golden cross nearing. Now, we did have a whipsaw effect back in 2020 due to COVID, so that was a black swan. But when the 50-day MA cross.
So when he's saying black swan event, it's just an event that never really happens, right? So this is basically what is happening right now, right? But without the hopeful, turnaround like it did here, a spike down. But now with the interest rate hikes or whatever they're going to be saying tomorrow, right? With the government going through this recession BS, if they come out with negative news, are we going to see another whipsaw? I mean, it's definitely possible.
This is above the 200-day MA. Look at what happens. Bitcoin price went from what, like $4,000 or $5,000 all the way up to $70,000. Could we have another one of those crosses happening again? We certainly could. Yet another cross, the weekly 10 EMA is crossing the 20 EMA. You can see it right here blown up. Previous times this happened, well, it marked basically the end of the downtrend. There was 55 weeks from the cross in 2018 to the bottom in 2019. Same 55 weeks that we saw right here, but guess what happens after that cross? Oh, takes off once again.
That would be amazing.
Good times are a-coming.
So, I sold some Bitcoin this morning. Actually, I lied. I didn't sell it yet. I put it to the exchange to sell some this morning in fear of what might happen tomorrow, just to get some money out of the market, because I'm not sure. So I literally put half of what I had just like in my whatever bag, right? So I'm going to sell some of that today just in case, but wouldn't this little uptrend be nice? Be interesting.
It looks like Bitcoin is respecting its parabolic growth. This was plus 300% in this parabolic growth. Now, we did have the FTX Black Swan event, but we're back above those levels.
But how do you draw it like that? Why wouldn't they swoop it down across here? Am I wrong? Why wouldn't that be the curve? And then this thing has to come back down to the curve. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. But whatever.
Still respecting that parabola. The Fisher transform, which we can see down here on the bottom, crossing as well. We might as well just call this the episode of crosses today because, as we can see, it has now crossed on the monthly chart. What's interesting is that it's also happening at the same time in 2015 and 2019, around the middle of the triangle from the highs and the lows. You can see it kind of in the middle of the triangle.
This is quite interesting. So these are all technically what? Descending wedges? Is that what they call them? And they usually break to the upside, if I'm not mistaken. Or flags. Look like somewhat of a flag. This one, I don't know, man. Where we're at right now, like this right here, right? The one in 2019 seemed pretty you know, cut and dry. This one, where we're at right now, the 2023, seems a little eh. So if it rides itself out as far as this shows here, I mean, realistically, what? So we're around, I'd say the bottom of this is probably, if I had to guess, 15, 16 or so, because I think the bottom here was what, 18? Yeah, so probably 16 or something. So, I mean, would you guys be shocked if you saw 16? Also, I put a poll in the chat. I want to know, do you guys hold Dogecoin? I'm just interested.
Now, after this happened, we always had a relief rally up to the top of that triangle. If that were to happen right now, we could see prices of Bitcoin going up, not to all-time highs, but definitely getting somewhere close there, $40,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin. Taking a look at the Chinese 10-year, the 20-week EMA has crossed above its 60-week MA, suggesting global liquidity is on the rise. We can see the cross right here. Yet another cross. Amazing. Well, here's every other cross since Bitcoin existed. And take a look what happened to Bitcoin after every cross. Cross, growth, cross, growth, cross, growth, cross, growth, cross, growth. So
this is super interesting. I've never seen this chart before. Have you guys? This is that parabolic curve, right? That Bitcoin's kind of riding along. And you can kind of see that, obviously, throughout the halvings, it's going to be more drastic at the beginning and then, you know, kind of taper off towards the end. And that's kind of where we're at. So I don't think we're going to see a gigantic pump. But, I mean, I guess. Who knows? That is interesting, though. This chart's very interesting.
Every cross, price goes up. Why would it be different this time? I got to ask you that. This one, though, is probably one of the best correlations that you could ask for. Bitcoin's hash rate right now is on an absolute tear. We can see it here in the orange is the hash rate.
Oh, you know what? Did you guys see Panda's video the other day? And he put out a short, and then he put out his solo mining video of Bitcoin, those little USB miners, right? Mine's off right now. I need to go turn it back on. But in your opinion, right, this dude on Panda's video, I want to finish watching this, then I'll go find Panda's video, but he hit a solo block with like, I think it was 9 or 10 terahash, something along those lines. It's basically an Antminer S9, right? Solo mining. Do you think it's worth me turning mine on and solo mining? It's probably not. My electric rate sucks. But if I could somehow manipulate that machine or mess with it to maybe just take one hash board and turn that on inside my solar trailer, I think that might be worth trying to solo mine. But dude, this guy got like 6.25 Bitcoin for freaking whatever. It was like 140 something grand. Insane, off a freaking USB stick or an S9. Just crazy.
And the blue is the 30-day change in the hash rate. Not only is the absolute value at an all-time high, but this is also the most aggressive 30-day increase ever. Hash rate is spiking at unseen rates ever. And you know what's interesting about that, other than the pretty colors of blue and orange? Well, Willy Woo sums it up perfectly here. Price and hash rate have always been correlated. That's right. Hash rate's going up. You know what else is going to go up with that? Price, because it's correlated. Now everybody wants it to go up to $1 billion tomorrow. And, you know, this thing sums it up nicely.
Who doesn't want it to go up to $1 billion tomorrow? I mean, obviously, everybody besides the people that aren't in it, right, want it to go up to $1 million. But that's kind of interesting, this curve right here. What he says.
Successful investing takes time, discipline, and patience. No matter how great the talent or effort, some things just take time. Now, according to Warren Buffett, you can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. But wouldn't it be fun to try? So, that's all for today's episode. A little bit of patience.
That was the best saying ever. Warren Buffett's a savage. All right, look at this. So, this is Panda's video. We got just because we have to.
Recordings.
Panda Man. Let's play this. Let's give him a like. I must have watched this on my other channel. Interesting. All right, so. Oh. I want to see what talks about it. Oh my god. Super loud.
9 or 10 terahash.
There we go.
Somebody with about 9 or 10 terahash finding a Bitcoin solo block on ckpool.org, the solo mining solo.ckpool.org, and I believe that was with an S9. That would be about 9 to 10 terahash. And so for me, I actually do have one of these Mars Lander like Bitcoin solo miners I got from bitcoinmerch.com. Like,
and by the way, anybody someone said this in one of my comments, one of my shorts, like, you just showed your IP address. Like, this is your local IP address. This isn't your actual IP address.
2 months ago.
It's okay.
And this thing's actually been off for, I don't know, a good month now, because most of you guys know I just recently been moving and renovating.
All right. I'm not going to listen to Panda's whole video. You guys can go watch it. He's going to be dropping another one in like 20 minutes. But it was pretty crazy that it was like literally $146 or something off of a freaking USB stick or an Antminer S9 solo mining. Just, oh my God. I don't know why the hell I didn't turn mine on, because someone said this, like, I think it was a month ago, maybe. Somebody said to me, you should turn that on in solo mine because it's probably the best chance you're going to get. So, yeah, opportunity missed, I guess. All right, this is Crypto Zombie. I don't know what he is saying here. You'd be crazy to ignore this right now. So let's see. I just thought this beginning was hysterical. His beginnings of his videos are a riot. It's Conor McGregor.
Attacking someone in the crowd. Total chaos. Oh my goodness! Again with a combination.
It's a riot.
I mean, that is so stupid and so unnecessary. And so foolish. Dana White in there trying to restore order.
Bear rolling into 2023. It's Dana White.
What's going on, guys?
Oh my God, that's a riot. K-Dub's awesome, dude. His stuff is hysterical. All right, let's see. Let's see. I don't really want to watch this entire thing, but I do want to see what he's talking about, kind of. So let's just click here.
We have the Fed coming out, right? I want to discuss this right here. This actually shows historical Fed pivots. Now, there are a lot of people that are looking at this past data saying that it has to happen again exactly like it has happened, and that this is just a sucker's rally, and you must prepare for a $9,000 to $10,000 Bitcoin. Now, currently right now, if we actually have a look at the Bitcoin, price action, we are breaking out of this downtrend, but we're still kind of in no man's land, right? We haven't fully reclaimed the 200 weekly. We are sitting above the 200 daily. The bulls are celebrating short term. The bears are freaking out short term, right? But nobody seems to know which way these markets are going to go. What I want to talk about, though, is are we starting to see some warning signs? Should we actually start to get concerned about this Bitcoin price action, or is that exactly what the bears want us to do? And most importantly, is this time actually different? There are so many macro circumstances that we've never seen before that constantly looking at these past indicators, as we've seen, don't always seem to work, right? So how is the Fed going to react? What's going to happen on Wednesday, right? Is Powell going to actually have that 25 basis point raise, or are they just going to shock everyone with 50, right?
What do you guys think? 25 basis points or 50? I'll throw that in the chat as well. We have 57% of people hold Dogecoin and 43% in the chat. 54 votes. Interesting. All right, let's see. Start another poll. I'm gonna say rate hike. If I could spell. I'm gonna put 25%. Oh, sorry, it's points, right? Is that what it is? I think it's points. 25 or 50. Let's see. I want to know what you guys think.
Right? Because the dollar is continuing to fall and we're seeing risk assets rally. Now, this is a very, very long topic we're going to go into. Stick around to the end of today's video, guys. We're not just going to be talking about the short-term price action. We're going to be talking about market psychology, what the Fed is anticipating, what they do and don't want, and how that could affect people in the markets right now. So it is a double-edged sword. Like I said, make sure you stick around to the end, and I'm going to tell you why I believe that this cycle is actually going to shock many, many people. So if you're...
Real quick. Sorry, you can see the reflection. Can you see this? So I'm gonna sell that right now. $500 of Bitcoin on Coinbase because like I said, I have a bag where I just mine stuff to or whatever, and I can sell and trade to pay bills. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell some of it now. That was half of what I had just kind of chilling in that Bitcoin wallet. So I'm selling half of it now just to kind of keep it and see what happens. Because tomorrow, if shitty news comes out where like it scares the hell out of people, it's going to go one of two ways, up or down, obviously. But I'm more scared it's going to go down. That's just my opinion. So who knows? Let's see.
If you're not subscribed, you guys know I was away.
Yeah,
I am
go
back.
check out
Thanks
Crypto
again for
Zombie. He's
coming back to
awesome,
the
man.
channel. Make sure you turn on
He's
those
an
bell
awesome dude. And
notifications.
this guy's
Let's
channel
dive
is
in.
like top
Let's have
notch
a look.
technical
now, I actually
analysis.
want to start with the S&P today. Usually I, mostly focus on Bitcoin. I want to just show you something super interesting. So we've had this downtrend on the S&P. And what you can see right here is we're actually having, and actually technically has not happened yet. It's very close to happening. But it looks like we could be due for a golden cross, right? Now, remember we had spoken about that death cross on the DXY, and I kid you not, 4 days later, Bitcoin started the massive pump. Now we're seeing this potential golden cross that could happen with the 50 moving above the 200. This is very positive for the S&P. And I understand that this is the futures. If you read the top, you're probably like, why is he showing us the futures chart? Well, the reason I'm showing you this is because the futures had already priced in a...
So he made this video late yesterday. So we're getting closer to this.
potential bounce. You can see right here, this already did reach.
That was Crypto Love's video. It's kind of the reason I just said that.
Yes, this downward sloping trend and pop to the upside. So this is suggesting that the futures markets are in fact anticipating a continuation of this trend. Now, if we come over here, we have not actually had the touch just yet. We want to see this level. You know, ultimately, if you want confirmation, really, you do want to fall down a little bit, confirm this level, and then continue to the upside. Now, that may not happen, right? Maybe this was the confirmation.
Now, if that does happen, if it drops back down here, I will probably buy back in with some of that money and see what happens if it goes back up. But if it like, you know, literally pings this line and doesn't go below it within a candle or two.
Right here, maybe it was that candle. That could be it, right? Having it within the same day is a little bit sketchy personally, but hey.
I'll replay the beginning of this video when and I'll big screen it for you guys because it's hysterical.
Hey, maybe that was the confirmation that we were looking for, right? We could have already had it and we could be off to the races. So having a look right here, what are we noticing with Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin still has not closed.
This also, CME futures gap. This is another reason why I wanted to sell some of the Bitcoin that I have just chilling. Again, that's not my hodl bag. Like I have, or my hold bag, right? The hodl became from some guy spelling hold wrong, and then people just took it and ran with it. So my hodl bag is off to the side, and I'm not touching that. This is just basically the wallet on my phone that I can, you know, transfer, trade, sell, whatever, real quick, just easy stuff. My ledger is like something I don't touch. That's, you know, before, well, I'm going to save it till after the capital gains. I think you need to hold it for 2 years. So I've had pretty much everything in there for over 2 years. So that's, well, unless, you know, you add stuff over the years, but it is what it is. So this makes me nervous, the futures gap, because usually, if I'm not mistaken, they close every single time. So let's see.
CME futures gap. Bitcoin has also not technically, I mean, and again, is this the confirmation we were looking for? I think it was a little too fast, in my opinion. I would prefer something, you know, where we, you know, maybe come up here, retest our ultimate target at around 25.3. And, you know, you could potentially, and I don't want to tell anyone to short Bitcoin because maybe we skyrocket up here and close this gap. But I would say that the likelihood of that point would at least minimally be to...
Even if we skyrocket up to there, I have a feeling we're going to shoot right back down to around this point. But that's just
come back down.
You guys can let me know.
And test the support that we're at. If not, go down all the way and reclose the CME futures gap. But here's the thing. So, you know, it's very hard to shift your mind, okay? Like when everything gets super bearish, everybody gets crazy bearish, right? We're going to 9, we're going to 8, we're going to 6, we're going to $3,000 Bitcoin. And it psychologically gets in your head. And right now we're sort of in that moment where this does not mean that we are not still in a macro downtrend. We are, by all accounts, still in a downtrend, right? And we are still sitting below the 200 weekly moving average. That's a fact. But
Sounds
what
good,
we
Blaine.
can say about Bitcoin right now is that we are starting to form this uptrend, right? You can see right here, look at these points of contact and look at this uptrend. And honestly, if you just want to go back to the S&P.
Well, down here would be like If we end up just right here tomorrow, say everything takes a shit and just rides right down, even if it's down to this trend line, that's what, 17K ish. I wouldn't be shocked, I guess, right? I mean, it was down. Where is he? This is, what was the low? Does anybody know? It looks like it was around 15, low 15s, maybe high 14s. We'll see.
Right here, what is the S&P doing? The S&P is also starting to form an uptrend, right? Now, it doesn't mean that it has to last. We could break it, but as of this point, you cannot deny that the trend has at least temporarily shifted, right? And the trend is your friend until the end. Now, right now, the macro downtrend is our friend, even though we don't want to go to the downside. But on the shorter time frame, you know, we're putting in really higher highs, we're putting in higher lows. We've broken a major downtrend, okay? And as long as we could just stay above this, you know,
that's a good sign, breaking a major downtrend like that. So that, I mean, that's good. But typically, it has to come back down to test, right? And if it doesn't hold, then it's, you know, the bottom falls out from it.
You can come back down here, retest this again for a third time, and remember, you need really like about 3 touches to fully confirm a trend. Then, you know, you could say that Bitcoin is still continuing to the upside. Now, you know, one little side tidbit, if you do want to point this out, and look at that, guys. Look at that. I mean, come on, guys. I just want to point something out. For anyone that was watching the video, we took the long here, and look at where it closed, exactly at the top of the parallel channel. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Right now, we are being held down, but again, what are we doing?
See, but like these channels, like, yeah. When did you draw the lines? Was it right here when it did this again? Is that how you do that? You start here and then do it there?
Higher highs. Because,
I mean, it's cool it stayed in the channel, but, I mean, it was, you know, all over the place in the middle.
Right? Higher highs than this. This is a higher high. This is a higher low. So, I mean, ultimately, guys, you can't deny that the trend is our friend. And like I said, even just going back here, could we see a possibility? And I don't know if we're going to go here first or there first. I don't know. Like I said, it's no man's land. Let's say we do tag our target of 25.3, which is still where I'm looking at potentially going for this move, you know, and then we do come down, you know, we come down here and look at this. We can close the CME futures gap. We can come all the way down to even 19,000, even possibly 19,300. And we could still be maintaining an uptrend. Okay? And all the bears would start celebrating. See, I told you. But right now, we are in a bit of a trend shift.
Yankee, say it over and over until you believe it. The trend is your friend until the end. I don't know if you guys want to continue to watch this. He does a very good job at technical analysis. Let's see. I want to jump into a few other things. Well, not really a few other things, but CoinDesk, I don't know if you guys know, they do have a YouTube channel now. That's crazy. They didn't have, I think they were like, they were definitely under a couple thousand when I subbed to these guys. I think they just started their channel not too long ago, but this was some Sam Bankman-Fried information. If you guys are interested in listening to this, let's fire this up real quick. Oh, you know what? Let's replay the crypto zombie beginning for everybody. Let me big screen this because it was hysterical, and I had the volume down. I didn't realize it. So give me 1 second. Let's do this. I want you guys to be able to watch this. It's a riot.
Eu dei nothing. Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing. You'll do fucking
Connor, don't throw those fucking. Can't, Connor. No. Oh, we got him with the back fist again. Right on top of the action. And attacking someone in the crowd. Total chaos. Oh, my goodness. Big shot. Again with a combination. And I think, that is so stupid and so unnecessary and so foolish.
Dana White in there trying to restore
That's
order.
the best part.
And Connor got caught with the left hand.
What's going on, guys?
Crypto Zombie has the best beginnings to his videos on the planet. It's a friggin' riot. He's so funny. I know you guys like that. So, all right, let's try this now. I want to see what CoinDesk has to say about this Sam Bankman-Fried. I guess he was trying to send out his FTX, or he's trying to, I don't know, cash out or some shit. So let's listen to this.
FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is seeking the right to transfer FTX's crypto despite his ousting as CEO. And the Department of Justice claims SBF tried to influence witness testimony and is asking for a communication ban. All right, joining us now to discuss is Dove Kleiner. He's a partner at Kleiner, Kaplan, Wolf, and Cohen. Dove, great to have you on the show. So Lawyers for the bankrupt crypto exchange founder, Sam Bankman-Fried of FTX, say that.
Real quick, 51% said no, it's not going to close the CME gap. I'd be interested if it didn't. I think historically it always has, but I ended that poll. Thank you for voting.
That there was no evidence of restricting his access to crypto held by FTX as part of bail conditions in a fraud trial. Should he have access to crypto on FTX?
First of all, good morning, and thank you for having me on.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, it seems actually kind of surprising that he's asking for access to assets which, by all accounts, seem to be the product of misdirection and may involve customer funds, and that's currently being investigated by the DOJ.
How is that even a legitimate question for him to ask to be able to transfer his funds? It's not your money. Like, it's not. Do you guys agree? Like, what is that? It's a bunch of bullshit.
The SEC, the CFTC, and the debtor estate. And so it is hard to see how he would be permitted to move those funds around.
Yeah, so what grounds does he have for trying to ask for these funds and having access to transfer them?
Tell him to shit in a hat.
It never hurts to ask.
I guess it does never hurt to ask. Huge shout out to CoinDesk again. I'm going to have to get YouTube Premium. These ads kill me.
But like, is there some strategic move in all of this?
One thing is he obviously.
Holy shit! Real quick, Alex Petro, I think I said your name right. I'm sitting on about 50,000 Doge. I am hoping for that moonshot. I feel like ADA has a better chance of having a better return though, and is the next bag I started filling. Alex, good for you. 50,000 Doge. That's a shit ton. Did you see my video actually? The how to become a millionaire in a bear market, basically. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link to it in the chat in just a second. Let me play this and I'll find it.
People have a right to defense. And so part of what I think he's asking for is the ability to use funds for his own defense. And, there's going to be issues about insurance policies and how that's going to be used to defend him and, frankly, others from FTX for the events that happened leading up to November. And so that's part of it. And I think, he's going to claim that it's his property and there's no crime that's been shown yet. He certainly hasn't admitted to anything. Other people, including Caroline Ellison, have, but he's not. And so his argument is that he's not done anything wrong. He's been saying all along FTX had been solvent up until the very, very end. And if not for the sudden run on the market, it would have been fine. So I'm sure those.
Bacon, Eggs, and Hash says Sam Bankman-Fried is a classic example of why you need to discipline your children, because this is what happens when you don't. And it's 100% the truth. Like, I feel like he just was able to do whatever he wanted, and there's just no repercussion for his actions, right? And he's playing stupid. Like, cut the bullshit. You're not stupid. We know you're smart. It's clearly, you're clearly playing a game. Just cut it out. Like, you're guilty. End of story. Is what it is. Also, I put that video in the chat. I did a full spreadsheet with the like how to become a millionaire in the bear market with Dogecoin in it. So that's kind of interesting that you have that much. So you could see where it could be at the all-time high prices and how much Doge you need to hold for all that. So go check that out, Mr. Who was it actually? Alex, go check out that video.
Those are the arguments that he's going to make.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is there anything that can happen if he does actually have a small victory in this thing where they say, yeah, sure, okay, fine. Does he have extra ammunition, if you will, in court ultimately, or is this just sort of like, as you said, why not take a shot? What's the worst that can happen?
Well, I don't know that it gives him ammunition for anything. If the judge would allow him to do anything, it would be on the grounds that nothing has been shown yet, and that just.
I feel like the judge would just be like, "You're an asshole. Why would you even ask that?" Like, zero chance. 1, money's not yours. 2, why do you still I thought you didn't have the funds anymore. He said he only had $100,000 in his bank account. I thought you didn't have anything. I thought it was all gone. So what funds are you trying to transfer? Shit in a hat. That's exactly what I would say to this kid.
Means yet that that any crime has been committed and that the crypto assets are the product of that crime. So I think it would be really just a procedural finding that there was no reason yet to restrict him, but I don't think that's anything that's going to have a long-term effect on what the ultimate findings are going to be.
Appreciate you, Alex.
Meanwhile, the Department of Justice. Oh, go ahead, Lawrence.
No, I actually go ahead, because you're probably asking the same question I am about his big mouth.
Well, the Department of Justice is claiming that Sam Bankman-Fried tried to influence witness testimony. Specifically, there are some court documents filed by prosecutors on Friday that allege that Bankman-Fried messaged FTX U.S. General Counsel Ryan Miller on Signal, asking to reconnect and vet things with each other. Is this normal behavior, or is it something that is looked for or frowned upon? Prosecutors are asking for a communication ban.
Well, look, I'm going to answer that question in just a second, but the first part you.
Real quick, not James said, is FBS pressing witnesses like he's some kind of gangster? Yeah. That was one of the questions I had too. It's kind of interesting.
Which is this normal behavior. One of the things that's been very interesting about this entire case, frankly, is how vocal Sam has been from the very, very beginning. And, he's given.
That's another thing. He talks his ass off and in circles, backwards, sideways. Like, this guy needs to stop talking. Like, why? He's the only criminal on the planet that never shut up. Like, he just said so much dumb shit that he just shouldn't have said. If I was his lawyer, I'd be like, I'm done. Like, see ya. I told you to stop talking. You just continue to say dumb stuff. That's just my opinion. It's crazy, right?
In numerous interviews, he's writing a Substack. He's been tweeting, and that's something defendants normally don't do.
He should be in jail. Yeah, you're right.
It's unusual, and there's a reason for it, and there's a reason why lawyers generally tell their clients, once they're in that situation, to really say as little as possible.
Oh my God! Turn that down. Sorry, guys. Commercials.
Nothing good can come from it, and the real danger for someone like Sam is that he is now publicly stating his version of the timeline, and he's not going to be able to walk any of that back, and he's putting that out into the public record. So it's sort of strange that he's been making all of the public statements he's been making. Obviously,
So, question, just playing devil's advocate, right? Say he's really talking because he really doesn't know. Would that be surprising as all hell to a lot of you guys? Because to me, it would be. It'd be super surprising if he really didn't know what was going on and people were just kind of dicking him around. Because I don't know, does he have autism or something? I think he does. He's on the spectrum somehow. But it would be shocking if really people were kind of like had his hand in this and he's kind of the fall guy, but nobody knows anybody else's name. Does that make sense? Just playing devil's advocate. Because he hasn't shut up, which is interesting. And if you truly believe you're innocent, that's the only reason, in my opinion, you wouldn't shut up. Is that wrong?
He is trying to convince
He's a puppet and playing
people
stupid,
that
yeah.
FTX has been solvent, and the only reason there are all these issues are because a bunch of things precipitated a run and sort of exposed holes that otherwise would have been filled in the ordinary course. And so that appears to be what he's been trying to do, but it really is dangerous for him because all of those statements are going to get used, as the
pirate says, like letting a toddler drive a car.
As for the particular claims that happened over, I guess it was Friday, when the DOJ sent a letter to Judge Kaplan, and I believe yesterday or Saturday, SBF's lawyers responded, and I think they have to today to file a formal response. The charge there is that he's been speaking to witnesses. There's kind of two charges. One, that he's been speaking to witnesses, particularly Ryan Miller, who is general counsel at FTX, and in some way tampering or trying to interfere with them. And the other is that he's been using Telegram, which is kind of an ephemeral communications service, so that there's no trail. The messages are encrypted and then disappear. And the argument there is that that his bail terms be changed. And so what he's done now, he's been permitted to do, with the exception of witness tampering, which I'll get to in a second. But just reaching out and talking to people was something he had been permitted to do under the terms of his bail order. And the DOJ is now saying that be restricted, that he not be allowed to speak to any employees of FTX at all, other than close.
Why would he be able to speak to any employees from FTX? It makes no sense. Why would you ever allow that? Obviously, that shouldn't happen. Let's see. Parents are tied to senators and writing bills. Yeah, Kyle Rosa, exactly. And that's kind of again, who said it? Who said it? Let's see. Don't punish your children. Who said it in the chat? I don't remember. Sorry. apologize, I lost it. But 100% the truth. Like, I feel like they never punished him, right? And he's even the pirate said it in the chat as well. It's one of those things, like his parents just kind of let him do whatever he wanted because they're high up. He thinks he can get away with it. It's kind of like a cop having a kid that's an asshole. It's happened time and time again. There's always these kids that like grow up with cops as parents, and then they think they could just do whatever they want. It's kind of the same situation. At least in my opinion. We're going to be going for maybe another 5 minutes. I will kind of want to get through the rest of this, and then we will come back tomorrow or possibly later today at 2 p.m.
Family members without counsel present. And second, that he not be allowed to use Signal or the like. Maybe it would be Telegram as well. But any messaging app where there's no record. That's pretty. The second part in particular is pretty unusual. Not being allowed to talk to witnesses is not an uncommon feature of bail terms. You probably know and you've heard the phrase witness tampering. Witness tampering is a crime. That obviously is not just talking to a witness, it's trying to get them to change their testimony or to lie or to do other things. And it's not clear. And the DOJ didn't say that. They didn't say he was asking Rhino to lie. But the concern was that he would be using influence he may have had in the past as their employer, as somebody who's frankly helped them, make lots of money, to somehow influence what they say in the case. And what I think the real issue the DOJ would be concerned about is, people kind of coming together with a story as to what happened when that is not in line with their view of the facts and maybe make it harder to build a case. So I think that's what they're concerned about. And we'll find out today SBF's formal response. My guess is they will try to strike some middle ground, maybe. I think the issue about, and I can't say that I'm an expert on this particular topic, but the issue of restricting kinds of communication seems a little bit odd because they're not saying he can't use Telegram to talk to just witnesses. They're asking that he not use Telegram to talk to anybody at all. Meaning
he is in a massive fraudulent case. Why is he allowed to use any social platforms? It's beyond me. Like, this guy should be in a holding tank. Like, that's it until this shit is over. My opinion.
You can't use the app. Can't use that kind of communication, and that seems a little bit unusual. But we'll see how that turns out.
And it seems that all of these problems stem from just him opening his mouth constantly. If you're his attorneys, do you walk away from this and just go, look, I can't deal with a client shooting me and himself in the foot all the time? Or,
that's exactly what I was just saying.
This can't be a strategy from his defense attorney, correct? I mean, there's no way.
Like, his attorney must be like, I hate this
French, that somebody would possibly say, this is a good idea, Sam. Go on Substack, reach out to your
And I say kid, but he's a grown-ass man, so he absolutely knows what he was doing.
Friends that worked at FTA. Like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, so I'm not in the room with them and his attorneys, so I can't say for sure. But yes, I would be surprised if that's the advice that they gave him. I'm fairly sure that they've told him to really lay low and not say much because, as I said, and we all know what those Miranda warnings sound like, and this is not that. But anything he says can be used against him, and it doesn't help him at all. I'm not sure why he thinks waging a public fight is to his benefit. Because right now, right now his freedom is on the line, and he's facing jail terms, and that's got to be the most important thing. And putting that at risk by making public statements, which he might be believed to be true, but may.
That's what I was saying. He might actually believe the bullshit. If people were if he was potentially brainwashed to some extent, right? I mean, anything's possible, but that would be crazy. Alvides, I think that's how you say your name, man. I need to hear your voice so you can tell me how to say your name. He said, most likely a private home will become jail. Yeah, could you imagine if they were allowed a house arrest type deal for this guy? I don't know.
Be used to build
Can they quit?
A timeline or a record that hurts him can't be in his interest.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to end this here. Again, CoinDesk. All the links to all these channels that we watched today are down in the description below, all these videos. So go sub to these guys if you guys are interested. I'm going to try to go over their stuff. They do have their own website as well, and they come up with a lot of news topics. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, crazy. Overall, market's looking pretty healthy. Damn, why did I sell so early? I sold just before 9 o'clock because I didn't want it to tank if the stock market opened, and of course it goes up. See, this is what happens when I sell, so congratulations to everybody that didn't. But you guys are awesome. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. I'm going to do this again every morning from here on out, hopefully. As long as everything goes well, as long as I don't get sick, kids aren't a pain in the butt, they're not up early, things like that. But yeah, we're going to try to do this every single morning, and hopefully around 2 o'clock, nap time in the afternoon. If I can stream, I will. If I can't, then I'll probably be recording to drop videos. So it's going to be a mix of everything. I know you guys want to see more live streams, but I appreciate you all of my VIP members, Patrick Guillen, Leo Lusting, Zapirate, Steven Chicaro. We have Dumpster Fire. You guys are awesome. Is it Cicero? Sorry, I just messed up your name. I apologize. You guys are all awesome. Appreciate you all. Everybody else, Game with Smokey Dan, Alvidas, Alex, Lil Stanky, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you all. Patrick Murphy, you're the best. Automatic Beats, Bacon, Eggs, and Hash. You guys are great. All right, I will see you guys hopefully around 2 p.m. and I might have a special guest. So stay tuned. Peace out. If I can figure out how to get out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.